Hey everybody, we know you're going to be voting soon on Blackboard, and we wanted to tell you a little bit about why you should vote for us today.
And we've released a couple of other videos, so we want to talk about some other platform points that we're passionate about.
One thing that's really important to us is the Student Bill of Rights. It hasn't been touched for 30 years, which is probably why you haven't heard about it. Ultimately, what we want with this is to clarify some of the things between administrators and students, because we know there's been discord this year. Ultimately, this is about you knowing what your rights are, instead of having these unwritten rules that we all have to abide by.
We also want to talk about accountability, and you've heard this word 100 different times, so we want to be specific. Each student every semester pays $398 towards the general fee. The general fee funds things like athletics, all student organizations, Counseling Psychological Services Center, and 24 other departments. What we've seen is that this money over the past several years has had a sum missing, to the point that this past year, $13 million was unaccounted for. $13 million of your money, we had no idea where it was until 2 months ago. And so what we want to do is build a task force that will come around every year and track admissions data. So we can say we have X number of Bearcats times $398 gets us the amount of money that should be going towards your organizations.
And this is just one of the ways that we want to make sure that we are increasing transparency and making sure we're being held accountable. We want to make sure that there's ongoing communication between administrators and students by having monthly forums on various issues. And what this will look like is us running it as student government, but bringing in moderators who are educated on the topic so that we can actually talk about it, and so that we're not just the only voices who are in those rooms, yours is too.
And we also want to make sure that we're being held accountable, because for the past several years, we've heard from students that they're concerned that they can't make sure that their student government follows through on their promises. That they can't, after elections are over, make sure that their student government president and vice president will follow through on what they've said. So what we've done is that for each of our platform points, we've built out a timeline and a list of action steps, so that you can come to us if the date arrives and we haven't completed our task, and you can say, you haven't done your job. You told us you would get it done, and you haven't.
Yeah. And like Kevin said, this is some stuff that we've heard over the past, 7 years of our collective experience. In that time, though, we have a track record of success for standing up, for making sure we're listening, for building out initiatives that are relevant to students and following through. But ultimately, one of the things that's most important to us is making sure that you feel like you can come and talk to us. We will constantly take feedback and criticism, and we can promise you that we won't block you on Facebook just because we don't necessarily agree with what's been said.
And we'd encourage you to check out the rest of our platform online and see things such as our plan for diversity and inclusion on campus. And this Wednesday to Friday at noon, we encourage you to vote Luger's Price. And I'm Kevin Lugers.
I'm Nicole Price,
and we stand for you.